Hi, George here. Have you ever wanted to do one of those really nice pictures where you have a nice photo inside of a shape or inside of a vignette? It's easy to do with Affinity Photo, and I'll be showing you how to do this two ways. One here inside of Affinity Photo version 2, and also how to do this inside of Affinity Photo Canva. Okay, we'll start off here with Affinity Photo 2. Let me just back out of this stuff here and remove the extra layers I don't want and get back to just the beginning picture, which is right here. Okay, the first thing you want to do is to bring in a shape. And for that, go over here and grab the shape tool. It's right down here. You'll most likely see this as a rectangle. Just click and hold for a second. You get the pop-up menu here. You want the ellipse tool. And this draws an ellipse, but it's kind of any size you want like that. So if you hold the shift key down, it makes it into a perfect circle. And then let's just go ahead and get this the right shape and the size, kind of like that, I think. Then I'll grab the move tool here and let's just get this centered. Now those lines in there, those centering lines, if you're not seeing those, go up here to the view menu and come down to snapping right here and make sure that snapping is enabled right there. Okay, so that's all in place. Now the picture's in the wrong spot. I want the picture nicely centered. So let's come in here. I'm still on that ellipse layer. Let's bring our opacity down about halfway. There you go. Now if your background layer is locked, you'll see a little padlock right here. Make sure you click on that to unlock it. So if you see it locked like this, just click on that, unlock it. We can then move that around until it's positioned properly inside of that circle. And I think that looks nice right there. Okay, let's come back up to the ellipse. Bring this back up here to full opacity. And then right click on the ellipse layer and come down to mask to below right here. And there you go. The image is now inside. Now, if you want to move the picture again, if you go here to the background there, notice I cannot move the picture without moving the ellipse as well. But if you come down to the ellipse, you can move the ellipse at this point and then choose exactly where you want to have that. So you can change your focus in here by moving the ellipse as opposed to moving your image. Now, if you want to have something else in the background, that's easy to do. Just open up a picture up here. And I have one right here. It's just a nice kind of background mountainscape. Let's just float this layer. And I'll drag and drop that over here. Close that. Now, whenever you drag and drop, the layer comes in locked. So make sure you unlock that layer. And then drag this layer to the bottom of your layer stack right there. And you can then put that in place. Here's your nice vignetted image inside of a shape with a changed background as well. Okay, easy to do as you can see. Let's now see how this is done over in Affinity Canva. Okay, here we are in Affinity Canva. And I have the welcome page sitting in here. You don't have to use this. I kind of like it. It shows you your last used images up here, plus some other stuff. It's kind of useful. And here's the same photo that I used before. Now, notice up here at the top where it says vector, we have 4 different areas up here: vector and pixel and layout and Canva AI. Vector, pixel, and layout, these are all part of the free Affinity Canva. Canva AI, you have to have a subscription to Canva to use that part of it. But we don't care about that right now, so we're fine. This always opens up in vector as your default, but if you open up a non-vector image, a pixel image, it'll then change over into the Pixel Studio. So I don't need to worry about that. So I'll just double click on this image, opens it up, and we should see a shift there to pixel. There it is. So we're now in the Pixel Studio. Right-hand side, basically the same thing that we saw before. Notice that this layer is not locked, so I don't need to worry about that. If it is locked like that, click on the lock to unlock it. Same way it worked over in version 2. And then left-hand side, down in about the same place. And it looks the same. These are the different shapes in here. And once again, I'll drag in an ellipse. Same thing. Hold the shift key down to bring in a perfect circle. There we go. And I'll go over here to the move tool and let's position this centered. There it is. Again, if you're not seeing those positioning lines in there, go up to view and come down to snapping and make sure that snapping is enabled right here. So it looks different, but it does exactly the same thing. And then where it says circle, let's right click on this. And this time it says create clipping mask. So over in version 2, it says mask to below. In version 3, which is Canva, it says create clipping mask, but it's exactly the same thing. And there it is. And once again, if I want to move things around after we've made our mask, just click on the clipping mask part. You can then move that circle around wherever you want it. That looks good, like right about there. There we go. Click on the image at the top, and you can then move the whole thing as a set. So basically the same thing as in version 2. A couple of things are named a little bit differently. It looks just a little bit different, but not really. And then if we want our nice background picture, let's go up here to File, and I'll come down to Open Recent, as I've already used it. Here we go. And once again, let's just let this float like that. Grab that background layer, drag it over here and drop it. I'm not going to change that. Over here in version Canva, This doesn't come in as locked. It's not locked when it comes in, so that's easy. Let's just position that and then take this and then drag this layer right down to the very bottom. And there we go. Once again, there's our photo inside of a shape with the changed background. So actually very easy to do if you are used to using version 2. There's very little adjustment needed to switch over here to version Canva or version 3. If you're planning on sticking with version 2, there's no reason why you shouldn't. Not much has changed between versions. And you want to learn a lot more about how to use Affinity Photo, I do have a complete training course for version 2, and I'll put a link for that at the top of the description. If you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up and also subscribe so you don't miss any videos in the future. And I'll see you next time.